Number 24, next.
Well, Maggie, how important was that run to close the first half? Went on a 10-3 run, really got back into the game when you were down by 7. How big was that looking back?
Mentally, that was huge. I mean, every time we've played Purdue, we've gone into halftime in a pretty big hole. And, you know, when we came in here halftime only down 1, I was like, guys, like, we're basically ahead because we always come out in the second half first half. We always beat them in the second half. But just only being down 1, that was huge for us. And we battled back. We kept our pace up through the first half, even when we did get down. I think 6 or 7. So, you know, that was so important for us. Like, every time, even if they scored, we were just running it right back down their throats.
And then that sequence in the second half where you hit a couple threes, Julia hit that 3. Talk about that.
Oh, man, that was big. It was a big momentum swing. And I felt like after that, after Alex was hitting all those, you know, little fadeaways and stuff, she was killing with those. I felt like it was just an uphill battle for them, and they weren't going to get past, like, 8 points or so. We held on to the lead pretty well, except for a little bit of the end. Kind of almost, we let them get back in a little bit, but for the most part, I thought we did a really good job holding on to the lead.
Well, what's the mindset now heading into the semifinals?
We're going into it. We're going to play either Illinois or Michigan, and we're not going to let this be too emotional for us. We're going to go back. We're going to get rest. We're going to come in fresh tomorrow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Alex, that run there at the end of the first half in the last minute, I think you cut it from 6 or 7 to 1. Just how important did you think that was, maybe headed into the second half?
That was really important because Purdue, both times we played them, they got a bit of a run on us. So I just looked up at the scoreboard and said they couldn't have the game going in the half.
Julia, can you just talk about your mindset when you went into halftime and then your big second half with 12 points?
Mindset, we were down 1, but I don't think we kind of saw it as us being down. I think that at the end of the half, we really, you know, came together and pushed it again. I think we were down 7 with like a minute left or something like that, and we closed the lead. And I think that for us going in, we knew that we were playing our game. We knew that they might be more tired than us because they had played the day before. So we just wanted to come out and push the ball even more.
Just the second after the game ends, your point guard, Alice, comes over. You said something to her. You pointed at her as if you wanted to make a point or something, and I'm dying to know something you could share with us.
She's a local girl.
You know what, Alex Bentley is a kid that gives me a lot of heartburn and a lot of gray hairs, but I wouldn't trade her for anything in the world. And one of the things that I know for her growth as a point guard is understanding context. And so anytime I have an opportunity to do that for her and make a point for the next time we're in that situation, then I'm going to do that. And at the end of the game, that was one of the things that I was talking to her about is not being emotional, but not being overly emotional during the game so that you can't focus and execute. And I could have said that 5 hours from now, but it won't have the impact and the immediacy that telling her right after the game does. So I just want her to continue to grow. I think she's a fantastic talent. I think she has the ability to be one of the best point guards in the country. And I'm just going to work tirelessly to get her there. And if that means having a conversation right before she has to go to media, before she can, you know, enjoy this win, then we'll do that.
How happy are you today, Coach, with the defensive effort?
I'm thrilled with the defensive effort. You know, the media has talked all season long about our offense and our offensive capabilities, but believe it or not, the coaching staff, we've talked to our team all along that if we're going to be successful at the end of the season, we've got to be better defensively because there's going to be nights where the ball doesn't fall. We're not clicking on all cylinders offensively, so we have to be able to get stops. And I think for us, the last time we played Purdue, even though we didn't win the game, I think maybe it was a light bulb moment for our team, especially closing out the first half and the second half of the game, that we can impact the game from the defensive end first. felt like that carried over into the Northwestern game and certainly carried over into tonight's defensive effort and our defensive intensity.